Hi, this is Noah from screenprintexchange. So I'm going to be reviewing a Knipex and cutting nippers. And these are 6 1/4. I almost got the bigger ones, but let's try the little ones first before we get the bigger ones. And it comes in a nice retro looking box. I got this off of Amazon from the Knipex store. So it will be a legitimate one. So, because sometimes they have, you think you're buying, but you're not. So I'm just going to show you like some things that I can do with it. I've been experimenting. I've been using diagonals for the most part. But what's nice about these is that it cuts wider and you can pull. You can do that leverage thing that I told you about with the plug soup. I'm going to do a video with that. I'm going to do a lot of videos with this where you grab it and then you twist down with like leverage. I think these will be really good. So, yeah, I mean, these are very ergonomic. I'm surprised there isn't like a spring to it, but it's like I don't have big hands, so it's harder to open for me. So yeah, to get it to full size, so we're going to try some connectors, and I found this very interesting. Look at that, look how wide it will cut, and you're not making that much money doing this again, but look at that, it came right out. So I even worked on doing, trying to get because I'm just messing around, trying to get the wire out. Well, I did it better before. So yeah, this has aluminum wire. So yeah, so that's kind of interesting. So let's do the other side. So I'm not very good at this with the diagonals. But with this, I spent like a couple of minutes just doing it, and it comes right out. Most of these will be brass, nickel plated, I think, or tin plated. So that's garbage. Let's try something different. With the nippers have a lot of good power to it. So like we got that one out. Let's try it with the diagonals. See, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to go with these, because you pick it up this way, it's the wrong way. You pick it up, it's the right way. With this one, you only have one option, and either way is the same way. So yeah, so that came out like nothing. Let's see with this one, once again, I gotta flip it over to get to it. So I found that annoying. I saw another guy use these nippers, so while scrapping it, like, that sounds smart. But I like it over with the connectors. I like using it with this better. So I don't know if this would be good with plug soup because the head's a little bit bigger and it'd be hard to reach. So, but it does have stronger cutting power. Like, the next thing I'm going to buy is our diagonal Knipex, because I think it will be a game changer too. But so that's done. So it goes pretty quickly. We're just going to keep on going. So yeah. So let's try a different style. And we'll try. This one is like a silicone cover. It should come right out. I don't know. So I'm still just experimenting with this. So there you go. It's out. And like a harder case, here's a female connector, crimper. So let's just try to, yeah. And that's a great way to blind yourself. So, and I'm not wearing glasses. So yeah, that came out. And it'd be easier if these were longer probably, but I like things smaller for my tool bag. I don't like bringing everything like super heavy. So for a traveling box. So let's try that again. Let's try pulling the wire. Well, this is a weird one. It has 2 wires. Well, I just pulled the, okay. So here's another connector. Boom. So that pulls it off. I mean, these are nice because they grip really well too, like diagonal. Oh, that's the other side. But you can see what I'm saying. It cuts much bigger. Like if I was going to cut a piece of plastic, I'm just looking for something. It will cut it like, it will cut it much better. So let's just use this one. This is a snap switch. So it will cut much deeper than a diagonal because it's more square. I mean, when you could see, I can only get a portion of it. And this is like, I'd say almost 3/4 of an inch. So that makes that really easy. The key is not to have things fly everywhere. So that's why I like these. Like to get into like plastic cases, these are perfect. And you know, so yeah, let's just try it this way and get it out. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure them out more. We'll cut this one super wide. See this? These came off of a circuit board, so I'm just showing how they work, and they go flying. So here's a bigger one with pins. These might have gold pins in them, so you could just take these little nubs off like nothing. We're just trying to get, yeah. So, okay, we got it flat. So we're just gonna go this way. Well, it doesn't, if I had the bigger ones, it'd be like nothing. So, yeah. So, let's try it this way. Just a matter of, you know, figuring out how to do each connector and whatnot. So let's try, I'll cut some wire. It's like nothing. And then strip, you just gotta, you know, bend it over and then there you go. It's much better. Well, these are terrible diagonals. So these might be a more precise tool, but these do more damage. So let's take this insulation. See this? I'm sorry, I need to get a different camera instead of my phone. So we're just trying to get the yellow part off the forked connector. So, and that should be it. Well, didn't want to come out. So look at that, comes right out. And we got some copper there. So let's see if we can get this copper out. Well, we'll just take the copper out that way. So this is how you get some brass connectors out and all that. So if you look at some of my newest videos, I'm using these. You'll see how it goes. So yeah, I mean, I really like them. And they're great for scrapping. There's another one. Especially, you know, like thin wall plastic. It'll get through it. And, you know, so I'm going to get diagonals next, Knipex, and maybe the micro ones for the circuit boards. And go from there. I'll do a review on these. There'll be a few more of these. I just have to come up with more ideas. Yeah, I mean, it's quite impressive. I believe these are like drop forged and heat treated. They're simple. They've been making them forever. And I recently just found out about Knipex like maybe 6 months ago. I was like, why is everyone using these? And on Instagram, everyone swears by them. So, you know, it's what it is. So thank you, and like my videos. And if you have any questions or suggestions, let me know. Thank you, and like my videos. I'm trying hard. Bye.